Hello, I'm Whisper. This is Dyson Sphere Program. We'll load up where we left off. We have just gotten ourselves set up here, so let's have a look. Yep, okay, still charging up. How much power do we have in the grid? Good thing we have a good amount of power. Alright, let's just double check. Okay, this is the South Pole here. So what I will do is I will turn off the audio and I will go through and set up a bit more power and tap some mining. And since you don't need to, it's really kind of boring, I will do that at speed. I'll probably take it up to 3 times normal speed. Anyway, catch you in a minute. Okay, I'm back. We have basically run out of miners. And we're actually going to be short of smelters too. I see. There really isn't much to do any major smelting operation. So, decisions. Right, what we'll do is we will drop off those last two of the where on earth are they? Where did I put down the missile turrets? Missiles, come on, missiles. There, alright. Oh, there's another. Oh dear, alright. You are in the wrong place, my lad. I need to tap that. Alright, we'll leave that there. Now, I think what we'll do is we'll take out those and we'll need to fill in that area. And we'll do, it's going to need a lot more foundation than I have probably. And we will do a bit of foundry, smelting / foundry in this area. Why don't I do that? It's easier just to begin. Come on. And what I think we'll do that's happy there. Let us put down all the items we're going to need. Until we have to go and pick up some more. Where are we? We'll probably put that there. And somewhere in the middle, which is probably about there. Angle better. Insufficient logistics drones. Okay. We are going to really have a problem there, aren't we? We'll do for starters. Alright, this one we want copper. Then we'll do more iron ore here. Yep, I'll take you two out because you're in the way. No. In some ways, I wish I didn't have to turn around and fill in that lava area. Lava. In other ways, though, yeah, well, needs to be done. And while we think about it, let's just fill in we'll leave that at that. Actually, no, we'll say remote demand as well. Hey, get it right. There we are. And we'll chow down that. So by the time we're done here, we should have a full set of yep, that works. A full set of ILSs. We do not need to go any further, and you are definitely in the way, but never mind. Oops. You're still in the way. Now, of course, these won't make the full 30th second because the old magnets take about half again as long to run. They will make 20 a second. And if we do this, $40, $60 a second, and that should be plenty. Thank goodness for Babs. Let's put you out here. You'll note that I'm not choosing the ore straight away. Let's just let things catch up a bit. With the planetary transport. Where are we? We don't want you, we want you. Now, obviously, we're going to do copper here. And I think we are very soon yeah, we've pretty much run out of smelters. Okay, that's what it is. I'll do this bit. With a bit of luck, we will be able to keep these filled. Right, I will set... No, I won't. Range. Okay, do I need to? Yep. What I will do is put down tail for this one. And this one will of course be iron plate. Now what we'll do is set up some manufacturing. Take it to 10. Oh, no, you are going to go a little further. And you'll see the method in just a moment. What we'll do is we will take out that, put it down to here. Yep. Oops. Start again. Get out of there. Alright. Alright, we've got that. What else can we do? I know what else we can do. We can do these as well. No, we don't want to do that. Oops. I appear to have accidentally jammed a where are we? Is that it? Yeah, accidentally put a sorter from building to building, which would have been not good. Get rid of everything. Boing, boing. If these were Mark 1s, each row would be making 20 a second. But since they run at 0.75, then they only run 15 a second. So we get 15 a second. 15 a second is 30, which fills one belt. These, again, would normally do 40 a second. 2 per second each, but since they're Mark 1s, 0.75, that's 30 a second. So 30 a second fills about. We will have leftovers, and we still need to turn around and get some. Oh, I won't put you there, I'll put you there. We definitely need to get some more smelters. And more of these would not hurt either. So that can't go away. Let's see. Alright, we will head over to our jumpstart planet, pick up some more smelters and such like, and swap out belts. Now the interesting thing will be, can we feed all this iron ore into another bunch here? We will see. Alright, let's just land, save. Luckily they're close. Where are you? Other side of the planet? Other side of the planet. Thank you. While we are about it, perhaps we should put... ram into it. Perhaps we should put them all onto the interstellar network. At the very least, belts, sorters, and such like. Okay, you go in there. That is an enormous amount of... Oh, that's not all of them at all. Here's the remains. Thanking you. Recycling is good now. We need more. That will do for starters. Since we're here, we will pick up some more of these. Another 100 or so. I noticed a deplorable lack of these. Alright, we're getting to the point where we need to make more than 2 stacks. Perhaps 5 stacks. Assuming, of course, that we have enough to do much with that. Those, got those. Could do with some more sorters while we're here. Nine. What is the bottleneck? We are lacking these again. I had thought that I had sorted that out. No, we've run out completely. Of many things. I see. We are completely... Iron ore there, we're down to 1 there. Oh boy. Yes, alright. let's have a look at our volcanic planet. We do have plenty of that sitting there. Don't have any of those. We need to do a proper import system at some point. And this is probably not that point, though it is close. Right. In fact, I'm going to make it that point. Actually, if anything, I should put it down over here because we do need... No, we don't. I was going to say we need to import these, but we don't really. Not there at any rate. Alright, at this point we will put it down, I think, over here. Can we get... We aren't quite at the point where we can import everything yet. And we do want to be. And that one is completely out. Alright, focus. We are not going to do that quite yet, the full import business, however. We will look at doing this here. It is easier, honestly, just to import the supermagnetic rings here via logistics spot. So let us do that. And this way we will at least have things built while we are away. quest. Thanking you. Now this. This is this. It is in an awkward position. I don't want to take out any of that area, because that area is where I plan to put our pile sorter part of the build. It should finish up there. So that leaves me with this area here. Oh yes, that's right. Get all of those possible, and we need to put that up to a rather larger amount. Let's do 1,000 at a time, and let us make good lord. And we are still out. Oh dear, never mind. What else might we need? Tons of that, tons of that. These can sit here. Let's grab a bunch of these because we will most likely need them when we put the graphene build over on the other planet. I'm out of the way. You can go there. 300 out of those. That is pretty much everything I need. About that. Oh god, that's slow, and it's going to stay slow, isn't it? Alright. Where are we? Part 1. Part 2. do we bother putting those there? Kind of need them. We definitely need those two. Or do we? Probably not at present. Yeah, we'll do it anyway. You don't see me doing this in such a spaghetti way. In fact, I'm not going to do it in such a spaghetti way. A man must have his pride. Oops. As in, do it properly. These are these. Alright. How's our power looking? Plenty of power. We can go over and top off, oops, CV. Top off our manufacturing facility. It's kind of madness what I'm doing with the smelting and manufacturing. On the other hand, sort of... What's going on? The old mouse is hooked up. On the other hand, just sort of, well, do it. What the heck? We're going to need it in various places eventually. So, here we are. Okay, so we will take this. And repurpose it here. Now, since these run at full speed, rather than 1.5, like magnets do, we probably can't use up all of that. Sorry, we probably can't fill 30, 60, 90 a second we're going to need. Well, it is what it is. Yeah, we'll leave that there. Go like the clappers. Do we have a chance? Probably not. Still, never mind. Chock-a-block. Chock-a-block. Circuits should start in a minute. No, because I didn't tell it. Now circuits will start. We have these going in at 30 a second. Gears, these will be 30 a second. And those are probably being sent off planet. Excellent. That is pretty decent for a initial foundry. In fact, I'm going to do something a bit silly here. Can we get more iron ore? It looks like we can. Goodness me. It's just a little bit crazy. When you think about it, but alright, that's the way it is. In that case, let's do this then. It sort of hangs over a little. I don't particularly like it, but hang on, where's this? Yeah, that hangs over a lot. Let's move this in a little more. at least we will be able to fit our extra ILS into here. Just trim it all back considerably. Now what I'm going to do here is we aren't going to make magnets. We are going to make iron plate and steel. So we'll do iron plate first. Yep. And we'll do steel here. And here. Does that work? Yep, that does. Okay. So a bit tight, but that will... Goodness me, we're already short of drones. Well, we knew that was going to happen. Alright. Iron ore, iron, steel. And done. So all we need to do is to tell us, hey, oh, yep, we have that, is to tell it that yes, we want to pull through the iron ore. We are definitely not going to be able to sustain this, but once it fills up, it will be sweet. Oh, hang on. You should have gone backwards. Why did you not go backwards? Which way are you going? You're going left now. Right. Or rather left. Oh, you silly. mess with me. Yeah, that's better. Steel's only going to be, is that 15 iron divided by 3, 5, 10 steel a second, 30 iron a second. Choco block, yes, definitely. Definitely. This is the only way we can sustain this sort of load. Basically, once everything's filled up, we won't be chewing down any more iron ore until part of it is used, which we aren't using a lot right now. Now I'm going to do something that's just going to seem a little bit silly here. And that is foundations, I think. Yes, alright. So we want stone, stone brick, and foundations. We have no need to go crazy with this, so we'll just do that. We'll leave that, and we're quite okay if that fills up, because that can be used in many places. Well, a few places. Can it? I'll have to look into that more later. Interesting thought. Alright, let us pull this. This is going to become our stone brick column. Do we want to go there? Or do we do not bother, we'll just put it as is. I swear I chose stone brick. Oh, I meant to choose stone. Stone brick is our final product. Excellent. Now, let us do the assemblers. How much space? Yep. We'll just do 10 down here. Or should we do 11? 10. Every screen has a different component layout. It really is, as I believe I've said a few times, something that they need to sort. We need to move this down just a little further. Or even better, we need to actually thinking about this. No, we only want to do 10 because it's kind of impractical. To do things in certain ways. So we will put down our steel here, our stone bricks here, because the recipe requires, hang on, where are we? 1 steel to 3 stone. These were Mark 1s, they would make 10 a second, which is plenty. Because they're Mark... Sorry, if these were Mark 2s, they'd be making 10 a second, which is plenty. But because they're Mark 1s, well, making 7.5 a second, which is still plenty. And we will have some steel left over. Alright, so if we get this on, don't miss the belt. Okay, there we are. Now let us see how many logistics drones I can pull across. I thought they were set up. They are set up. Ah, I see the issue. And request minimum load. There we are. It is good to have an interstellar mall, as you can see. Alright, chock-a-block, filling up again. And starting to fill up. We'll get that 600 or whatever in. And yeah, that will be us. Now are we looking for so much steel? Excellent. Just perfect. It looks like we can sustain that, which is very good news. We can say that that is a fairly successful first bit of foundry slash factory world. We still have large areas that are not going to be well protected, or protected at all, to be fair. 3 knobby areas. We need these for foundry purposes. If I remember, there was one more iron vein which I had to tap from somewhere. Where was it? There it is. So I will do that, and then we will stick a pin in this and say that we are done. Oops. Excellent. Let's grab the last of our drones. Should be here. I think that we are pretty much in a good place. So, let's save. We're on to number 20 now. And we'll leave it at that for the moment. So, I'm Whisper. Cheers and enjoy Dyson's Fair program. Bye.